Hello guys, welcome to a so much solution. Today we are going to discuss regarding how we can create Azure SQL Database Elastic Pool. In the previous section, I already informed you how we can create an Azure SQL database and how we can access this one from our local PC. The thing is that if your company they need more than one number of SQL databases, like 3, 4, like that numbers of SQL databases you need, and you are not using that SQL databases every time. Some SQL databases it should be ideal only. What will happen is that if you will not use also you have to give the pricing for the Azure. For in this kind of things, what we are doing is that we are creating one option named SQL database elastic pool. In this elastic pool, we will add our SQL databases. The main thing is that we have to give the money only for this elastic pool, not for this SQL database. That is the main thing. If you are facing something speed issue or the like that kind of issues, if you are facing, there is option is there, you can remove the one of the SQL database or two number of SQL databases from this elastic pool. Everything we can reconfigure. So directly we are going to the portal now. Then I will show you how we can configure this elastic pool. So here this is my Azure portal. For configuring this one, what we will do, we have to search for SQL Elastic Pools. Here you can see SQL Elastic Pools. You can see here now. So I will click on the create button, create SQL Elastic Pool. Now I will select my subscription as your subscription one, and I will select my resource group also. If you want, you can create new resource group also. Anyway, next option is that you have to select the name for this elastic pool name. So I will make it as elastic pool SMH. I will give the name. Then you have to select a server for this connection of these databases inside this elastic pool. So if you have any server, it will show here. We don't have any server for this SQL database creation purpose. So click on this create new button. We will give the name SQL server SMH. We will give the name. And location we will select. I will select as normally West Europe. It depends on you guys. Then authentication, we will make it as use SQL authentication. We can make it because we have to, I will show you how to create Azure Active Directory, like that kind of things. Then after that only we will come back again here. I will give one admin name and I will give the password for this one. By using this SQL admin login as well as a password, we will connect it to our SQL server. Click on OK. Then next step is that next we will go to additional settings. We will make it as a default everything. Now we will click on the create button. Now this is validating. Now we can wait. Then submitting the deployment also now. In the meanwhile, I will start to open my SQL Server Management Studio on my laptop. I will just search for, anyway, it is here. This is also going to open. Now we can minimize this. Now we can wait. So what we will do after creating this elastic pool, we will add databases inside this elastic pool. For this purpose, we will create two databases inside this elastic pool. Then I will show you how we can remove one of the database from this elastic pool. And also I will create a separate SQL database also. So I will show you how we can add from outside, how we can add the SQL database to this pool also. I will show you. Still deployment is in progress. Yeah. Now the deployment it is succeeded now. Now we will go to our elastic pool. So right now we just created this elastic pool already. So next our thing is that we need to add SQL databases into this SQL elastic pool. So for that purpose, you have to click on this configure button. Here you can see what is our options. You can see already configure one, right? Right now for our checking purpose, we select only 2 virtual cores and 32 GB size. If you want, you can update this one also. Okay. Anyway, we are not going for this one right now. Now we will go to the databases option. Here you can see nothing is here. So for adding, you can see click on the add database button. Okay. Here no option. Okay. Sorry guys. Yeah, from this overview option, we have to go to the create database. Okay, that option configure and database is from outside how we can connect. That for that purpose, we are using this add database option. Okay, anyway, from this overview, just click on this create database button. Here you can see you don't need to select any subscription because these all are as part of our elastic pool only. I will give one name for this database DB1, that much only. Networking will go. Other everything we will make it as default. So DB1 is validating now. Then we will click on the create button. Deployment is in progress. Meanwhile, again, we will come to our SQL Elastic pool. Then what we will do is we will create the second database also here. So click on again, create a database. The name I will make it as DB2. Other everything we will make it as default. The second database is also validating now. Anyway, if we will go to the databases option, first SQL database, it is already validated, right? So click on this SQL database here. You can see how we can access. For accessing this SQL database, first thing is that we have to provide the configure access option. So it will go to the networking part of for our SQL server. You can see. So through SQL server public access, we have to allow this one. From here, you have to allow this, like add your client IPv for address, you can click. Otherwise, another option is also there. If you want to do it manually, how from the home, click on the SQL databases, click on DB1 again. Then from here, you can see, yeah, here you have to come to our server. Then from the SQL server, from this SQL server, you have to come to this networking area. Then from this public access level, again, you have to click on this button. The thing is that right now you have enabled this option. That means that you are enabling this access from SQL server. So whatever the databases under this SQL server right now, we can access from outside. Okay, from like my laptop, you can access this one. Now we will go to our SQL Elastic pool. Then here you can check how many databases right now we have, right? So click on the configure button. Here you can see how many database right now. Click on this database. Yeah, you can see DB1 and DB2 are the databases we have here. If you will click on the DB1, if you will click on the query editor, you can see login. We have to log in now. Click on OK button. So from this Azure only, if you want, you can edit by using this option. You can edit. Now this is login as Habib. Yes. If you want to create a table, you can create table and everything. You can write the query and everything. You can do it. What right now I will do is I will come to my laptop and it's already having the SQL some 1 second, guys. Yeah. Before that one, what we need to do is we have to select our SQL server name. Where is the name? Yeah, this name we have to select for connecting with our SQL Management Studio. Okay, that server name we will copy here and login. Whatever we have given, you have to give that login user ID and password. Click on this connect button. Here, if you will come here, you can see our DB1 is here as well as DB2 also here. Now, what I will do is that if we have this thing, you have already another database also within your Azure portal that you are giving separately pricing for that one. So you have planned to add that one into this our Elastic pool. Then what you need to do is that you have to do the following steps. Right now, we will go to our Azure. Here, I will, for that purpose, I will create one separate SQL database. I will give the name as resource group. I will make here. You can come database. I will make as DB standalone for our purpose. Server also same server we will select. You have to select the same server. Okay. Other everything we will make it as for now. Now what we will do is that now we are creating an SQL database that is not inside our Elastic pool. And now what is our planning is that this SQL database, we need to, how we can add to our Elastic pool. That is the option right now I am going to show you. We can just wait for this deployment process. Still deployment is in progress. Yeah, deployment complete. Now what we have done, we have created one SQL database, but that is what we'll tell, that is separate from our elastic pool. Okay, so again we will come to our SQL Server Management Studio. I will connect again. And you can understand this SQL database we created standalone is same under same server only. So it will come under this databases. You can see DB1, DB2, DB standalone. So now our main planning is that standalone database we need to add into our elastic pool. So click on this elastic pool again, click on here, then you can see where we can come to our configure option. Okay, click on this configure button. Then in the databases, you can click this button, add database, and click on this one, then apply. Then that standalone database, it will add into our SQL elastic pool. You can just wait. Now deployment in progress. Yeah. Now we can go to our SQL elastic pool. From the configure, we can see what is happened now. From the database, you can see 3 databases right now inside our SQL elastic pool. Now you are thinking that our SQL elastic pool, it is using more, it is getting hanging, something is happening because every database is using more spaces. So you have planned to remove one of the database. How you can remove that one? Click on one of the database, DB1. If you want to remove that DB1, click on the database DB1, then click on remove from pool, select again here, then save. So what will happen, that DB1, it should remove from this SQL elastic pool. You can just wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Still deployment is in progress. Now we can check DB1 is removed from this elastic pool or not. We can check. We will go back again, configure button, then come to this databases option. Yeah, you can see now only DB2 and DB standalone inside our elastic pool SMH. So guys, now we can see on the next video. Thank you.